There's a lot of great handguns out there, and a lot of them, especially the newer ones, even though they're outstanding, they tend to lose their value. But there's some handguns that are going up and up and up in price every year. Some of them collecting as much as $10,000 to $20,000. So what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at the top 10 handguns I would never sell. Number 1, Pre-World War II Colt Single Action Army Peacemaker. This gun was submitted in the U.S. service trials of 1872, and it is the gun that won the West. This first generation goes for $2,500 to $14,000 for the cavalry issue. There's 30 different calibers and barrel lengths, but traditionally it was for the 44-40. The first generation comes with a 4.5, 5.5, and 7-inch barrel. Not only did they have the cavalry issue, they had a sheriff's model, banker special, and the storekeeper. Number 2, the H&K P7. This German 9x19 Parabellum semi-automatic pistol was built between 1976 and 2008. It is a PSP, or police self-loading pistol, that was designed for the West German police and the Federal German Police, as well as the German Counterterrorism Unit and German Special Forces. There's 19 countries that use this, including the U.S. and the New Jersey State Police and U.S. Park Services for the longest time. They also later made this gun to fire the .380, the .22 long rifle, and the .32 ACP. Currently, the 9mm Parabellum versions are selling between $2,000 and $3,000. I think a lot of it has to do with the 20,000 round life expectancy of this gun. Number 3, the Colt Python, .357 Magnum revolver that was made by Colt between 1955 and 2005. It's a combat Magnum based off the large I-frame, and it is top of the line, handcrafted with adjustable sights, tight tolerances which increase accuracy and velocity. They currently have one at my local gun shop for $2,500, but you can pick this up between $2,000 and $4,000, and the price is just going up. Number 4, the Colt Commander 1911, the post-World War II era. This was Colt's candidate for post-World War II sidearm that is much lighter than the traditional 1911, based on aluminum alloy, firing the 9mm, which has a 9-round capacity. It was the first aluminum large frame 9mm handgun made by Colt, and depending on which generation, if you get the first, you can pick these up between $1,000 and $2,000. Number 5, Pre-World War II Luger P08. Patented by George Luger in 1898, this was Germany's sidearm between 1904 and 1918. It's a recoil-operated semi-automatic pistol that saw action in World War I, World War II, and all the way to limited use in the Vietnam War. Traditionally firing the 7.65x21 or the 9x19 Parabellum, Switzerland actually was the very first country to adopt it as their sidearm in 1900. You can pick these guns up between $7,000 and $14,000 depending on which generation and how good a condition it is. Number 6, Colt Diamondback. Built between 1966 and 1988. This is a scaled down Python that was designed to shoot the .38 Special for the police that didn't want to use the .357 Magnum. Came in a 2.5, 4-inch, and 6-inch barrel. They also made these for a limited time to fire the .22 long rifle. And these guns right now are ranging between $1,200 and $3,000. Number 7, the SIG P210. This was Swiss military police sidearm between 1949 and 1975. It's still in service in parts of Denmark, and it was the very first internal slide design before the CZ75. Traditionally, again firing the 7.65x21 and the 9x19 Parabellum. It is probably the most accurate handgun ever made, taking prices between $3,000 and $10,000, and I've seen this gun as high as $15,000. Number 8, Fabrique National High Power. This is a single action semi-automatic 9mm that was designed by John Browning and was fabricated for Fabrique National in Belgium as their sidearm. It has a 13-round capacity and it is incredibly accurate. It was designed in 1914, but it wasn't produced until 1935 to present. Now, what I'm specifically talking about is the first generation FN versions are the ones that are going to collect the most amount of money, and they're just going to hold that value. Prices range between $1,000 and $3,000. Number 9, the pre-World War II Walther P38. This semi-automatic 9mm service pistol for World War II was designed in 1938, but production began in 1939. There are 22 countries that use the P38 as their sidearm, and the ones that collect the most are the German World War II versions for $3,000. And finally, number 10, pre-World War II Derringers. These are absolutely incredible for the time. They were absolutely high-tech CCW pistols. Of course, the Philadelphia Derringer is the Derringer that killed Lincoln, but what I'm talking about is any Derringer pre-World War II, including the Knuckle Buster, which was a revolver that could also be used as brass knuckles, or the most famous Remington 2-shot. There's a firearm protector that gives you a revolving wheel that is palm fire. These pistols can collect anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000 depending on which one you have. So there you go, there's my top 10 list of handguns I would never sell. If you have any others I didn't list here, definitely put them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. You can also now find us at godfamilyandguns.org and also on Facebook. You can also now be a patron of this channel, and our Patreon link is below. But by far, the most important part of this YouTube channel is it's a ministry to us, and we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.